What's up everyone, the latest veto competition has been played and won, and it is going to lead to, trust me folks, one of the craziest veto ceremonies we have ever had in Big Brother. And also, the question on everybody's lips, did Kyle bump into Jasmine's foot? We're going to take a look at the footage and speculate wildly. We've got so much to talk about, so welcome to your live feed update. Now, just before we get started, folks, if you haven't already and you want quick, concise and fun live feed updates on your YouTube feed, make sure you hit that subscribe button because also we're so close to 15,000 subs, but also please hit the like button and the bell icon to get notified every single time a brand new upload goes live on the channel. Okay, now let's start off with one of my absolute favourite updates of the day. This is very exciting and unbelievable stuff for Big Brother standards. So, folks, the winner of the Power of Veto is Kyle and Daniel. Of course, they win it in duos. Now, this is where things get interesting. Daniel is actually going to be the one who will unintentionally seal Nicole's fate in the game. Can we just get a moment to just sit back and go, oh my god? Because this, it's like the Big Brother gods have came down and they've taken a piece of paper and they're just writing out the perfect season for us. Because the way this works, when a duo has the power of veto, if only one of them decides they want to use the veto will be used. So Kyle is going to use it. Nicole and Taylor will go up on the block. Daniel will probably be skeptical about Nicole going out, but he can't do anything about it. So he is basically about to backdoor. He's about to backdoor his #1 ally, or because he won the power of veto. It was probably going to happen anyway, but it's the fact that it makes it funnier that Daniel's playing a huge part in it. Because Kyle's going to say, yep, I'm using the veto. Taylor and Nicole. And you know what? To be honest, Nicole and Daniel will probably become so deluded as well later in the week that they think they've got the votes to send Taylor out the door. And then we might get a blindside on Thursday night again, which is really exciting. But there you go, folks. Daniel and Kyle won the power of veto, and it's going to be used to put Nicole and Taylor up on the block. I mean, we've already seen Kyle promise to Alyssa, I'm going to use the POV on you, do not worry. And do you know what as well? Alyssa is all over. Oh, she's all over Kyle like shit on Velcro. I am not even kidding. She is literally all over the place with him. And with him saying, I'm going to use the power of veto on you, he is most definitely going to get into Alyssa's good graces again, even more than he already is. And Alyssa's going to be ready to propose by the time he uses the veto on her. And then Nicole will leave the house on Thursday night. Folks, can we just celebrate for a moment? I mean, let me know if you're happy that Nicole's going to be sent home on Thursday night, or most likely sent home. Listen, it's Big Brother, we expect the unexpected, but most times out of 10, we expect the expected on this show. So Nicole's probably going to be going home. Folks, give me some excitement in the comments. Okay, now in the scenario in which the veto is not used, the scenario that we don't really want to talk about, it will mean that Alyssa will be the target. And what I love about Kyle is the fact that he is, even though Alyssa's given him so much attention and quite often crossing boundaries that she shouldn't be, Kyle is making sure that Alyssa is the person who goes home. I mean, we've seen Kyle target Alyssa kind of and said, you know, I want her out pre-jury and all that kind of stuff, but the general consensus of the leftovers is they want Daniel and Nicole out before jury to complete the pre-jury. Now, if you go against the alliance, that's obviously going to cause a little bit of tension and ruffle feathers, so it would make sense that Kyle is okay with Nicole going home. But in the scenario in which Daniel did manipulate Kyle into not using the veto, which I don't really see happening, but if it did happen, Alyssa would be the target and Indy would be safe as far as we know. To be honest, I'm happy with Alyssa or Nicole going this week. I would prefer Nicole because Nicole's been more trouble in that house than Alyssa. But I mean, arguments could be made both ways, but Alyssa hasn't got much sway on the game, so, and whereas Nicole is somebody who has gone from top dog to bottom cat, I guess, is the opposite. But yeah, I would like to see Nicole go this week, followed by Budget Elvis next week, and then we can officially say Elvis has left the building. Okay, now Brittany continues to be a liability for the leftovers. She goes into panic mode quite frequently, and we all know, for those of you who have been watching the feeds and even just watching live feed updates of any channel that does cover Big Brother, we know that she loves to talk and talk and talk. And then she throws a little bit more talking in there, and guess what? Some more talking on top of that with a sprinkle of talking on top. She goes on and on and on and on, and it makes it so you've got to be so careful what you're saying to Brittany, and you've got to be so careful the things you say around Brittany. Basically, liability is the word. I said it earlier and I'll say it again, a liability. She seems like a lovely girl, but she talks. And often in Big Brother, that is often the downfall when you've got somebody who is potentially going to blow up your game by saying too much to the wrong person or even to the right person. You know, it's scary. And listen, anyway, Brittany comes into the HOH room with Kyle and Joseph after the veto has been won, and she was expressing a concern and saying she's worried she didn't need to do that. If anyone had to express that kind of thing, it was Taylor, because obviously she's been on the bottom and it's understandable that she would be paranoid. And Taylor's remaining calm. She's not saying anything bad. She is kind of just chilling, and she's put a smile on her face. She's got doubts, don't get me wrong, but she's put a smile on her face and she's saying, I'm so happy that I've got people now and I can actually enjoy this game. Whereas Brittany, she is panic mode, panic mode, panic mode, and she needs the reassurance of Kyle and Joseph. That hasn't done damage to her game. I will say that for a second. While they did reassure her, it didn't do damage. But I bet further down the line, you know, give it 2-3 weeks time, that's going to start getting annoying. And then when the leftovers start to go, okay, there's like 7 of us and there's 2 people outside of the leftovers left, maybe it would make sense to take out Brittany this week, because then we'll still have 6 people and there'll still be 2 people outside the leftovers. So you are cutting your game time short if you're basically annoying the members of the leftovers more so than the people outside the leftovers, and they can afford to lose a member of the leftovers. That's what can and will happen further down the line. I like Brittany. I hope she can, you know, fix this situation up a little bit. But basically the moral of it is stop talking, take information in, and rather give out information when is necessary, rather than going into panic mode every 2 days. Okay, continuing on the Kyle and Alyssa situation. Alyssa really is interested in Kyle, and she's very touchy-feely with him, trying to kiss him and trying to lick him and bite him. And I've got my updates right here, you know, just talking about this, and she's always trying to be very sexual with him. And there was a point where Kyle was in the shower and she was like, you know, talking to him in there. And Kyle's being respectful. He's saying like, no, I don't want to, and all that kind of stuff. Kyle, I think, is interested, but I don't think he wants to do anything in the house because he's there to play the game. And I think he's constantly told her no. And it doesn't matter really if Kyle is interested in her or not. There is something called boundaries that you need to respect. And when Kyle's basically said no, not until jury, not until, and Alyssa continues to try to get close to him and touch him and feel him and all that kind of stuff, there's a line that is being crossed. I know I've seen some people go like, oh, you know, you'd feel the same if you're in the house. Like, no. If there's boundaries, you have to respect them. Let me reiterate that. If there is boundaries, you have to respect them. And Alyssa is not respecting the boundaries, which is why social media is kicking up a storm about it. Even Kyle's mom has got a Twitter page and she started going wild on it, saying hashtag stay strong Kyle, hashtag, you know, all these things, supporting her son. So she sees that Alyssa is thirsty and she's not respecting those boundaries. So good on Kyle's mom for sticking up for him there. She seems very wholesome. I like her a lot from what I've seen of her Twitter account. But the moral of the story here, folks, is Alyssa needs to respect boundaries. Everybody needs to respect boundaries. Kyle might be interested when they get to the jury house, but if Kyle said no and you got to stop, then Alyssa needs to do that. End of story. Alright, now the clip from the feeds that is dividing all fans at the moment, and when I say dividing, it's about 98-2. There is a situation in which a few of the house guests were in the backyard, and Kyle was monkeying around, and, you know, he apparently knocked Jasmine's foot, and Jasmine, you know, turned into Meryl Streep, that I kind of sound like I'm being biased right now, but she did. She turned into Meryl Streep, crossed with Sandra Bullock, and tried to get the Oscar. But a lot of people are actually saying that A, Kyle didn't even hit the foot, and B, he might have hit the foot, but she dramatized it. Let's roll the tape, and I want to see what everybody else thinks. Please give me your honest thoughts in the comment section below. Roll the tape.
You just hit my foot!
Oh, shoot. Jen, are you okay?
Oh, shoot. Oh my God. It's okay.
Well, well, I hope everybody there enjoyed that. That was a dramatization of somebody reportedly hitting someone's foot. I don't know, but this is I stand by it. I think Kyle touched the foot, but I don't think it was that bad. I think she was trying to get a nomination for the Oscars next year. And, you know, we didn't even see Chris Rock flinch that much when Will Smith slapped him in the face. You would think she was about to die from that. In my opinion, that's Jasmine continuing to be an attention seeker and needing to be the centre of attention. I don't even know how to end this one. And the Oscar goes to Jasmine and her blindside butterbeans. That is all of your live feed updates for today, folks. I thoroughly hope you all enjoyed watching. Please let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section below. Now, there's a lot to talk about today regarding the foot incident, the Kyle and Alyssa incident, Daniel being the one to inadvertently backdoor his closest ally. I mean, this is amazing. This is Big Brother, folks, and I love it. I've decided to go live tonight. I never go live on the other episodes apart from the eviction episode. So I've just figured let's try something out new, and we'll try go live on a Sunday night episode. So I hope you all can join me tonight before the show, and we can do some live chat and fun like we always do on eviction night anyway. But I'd love to hear everybody's thoughts in the comment section below. I'll remind everybody you can now become a member of TV Talks with Tom. It's 3 different types of tiers, and I appreciate everybody who's joined so far. The support has been amazing, and I'm so grateful for you all. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate every single last one of you. I hope to see you all there for the live tonight. But in the meantime, I hope that everybody's staying safe, staying positive, and staying healthy out there, and remember to be kind to one another. But in the meantime, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, do all of that wonderful stuff. But until your next live feed update, I've been your host, Tom Vasey. Good night.